right, let's talk about sales trends. And Kyle, when were we gonna, did we have a poll for this one?
Yes, sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. So I'm just curious, do you do trending in Salesforce currently with reports and or dashboards? Are you doing any trending using Salesforce functionality?
All right, we'll give it a couple more seconds here.
So there's quite a range here. Okay, it looks like half say yes, 39% no, 11% not sure. That actually feels about right. So I'm really pleased to see the number that have said yes. There's quite a range of sales trending possibilities within your Salesforce instance. I'm going to show you the simplest first, and we'll just go deeper and deeper into the swimming pool. This is very, very easy to do, what we're looking at here, and you can see the output on a report and the output, what it looks like on a dashboard for year over year trending month by month. And you can see that we've grouped January year over year, February year over year, March year over year, and we can see the columns appear. It looks like this screenshot was taken in one of my dev orgs back in April. So it's showing April sales and quite a drop off from the prior year. There's no setup required. What you need to do is create a report on opportunities, and you're going to group it twice on close date. And you can see here on the left-hand side, I've created a report on opportunities. You can see here the name of the report, month over month, sales by year. And I've got my close date, and I've also grouped it by close date a second time. You have to dig a little bit deeper to get the order of this correct. So on that first one, if I click on the down arrow at the top of the column header, I can choose to group dates by, and essentially the outer one is going to be calendar, month, and year. And the screenshot over here on the right, I've gone to the second close date column, and I've chosen to group dates by calendar year. So, so that gives us that month over month trend, and it's just a really easy way to just look at the history of your data. Is there any seasonality in your business? For whatever reason, we see some businesses that April and November are just rough for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of holidays in November in the United States, could be just other factors in their business. So another trending option is to use summary formulas. And I've gotten a bit deeper into the swimming pool here. I'm using a function that a lot of us sort of are hesitant to use. It's called prev group val. And this can be really useful. You can see here on this right-hand side, I've got opportunity sales grouped by closed month. So I've created a report on one opportunities, and I've grouped it by closed month, and I'm summing the amount. So February is 7.9 million, March is 11.5 million. And what I've done is I've added a summary column here that just does the math. 11.5 minus 7.9 is 3.553. And the way that I do the math is I create a summary formula. In this case, we're just literally subtracting from amount sum, we're subtracting the prev group val of the amount sum closed month. And so that first month, it'll be blank because we need essentially 2 months to be able to do the math. So you'll always have a blank in that first month with doing this. I've also got an example here just showing the percentage change. And obviously the math is a little bit different. So we're subtracting the previous group month from the amount sum, and we're dividing it by that previous amount. And that's going to show us that the growth from 7.9 to 11.5 is 45%. Just to show off, I also added conditional formatting on this column. So I really like this. I wish more people would take advantage of prev group val. Another option that we have in the system is to use a pipeline snapshot. So this is not a new feature. We've actually had one in the OpFocus system running for a decade now. Believe it or not, a decade. We've had this thing running. In this particular sample data set, I've got 52 weeks, and I'm just showing changes week to week by stage. And the sum, the top of the bar, is the dollar amount, and we can see the opportunity stages, and I've sorted by date ascending. So we're seeing each of the weeks, and we're grouping by week, calendar week. And then the second grouping is on stage. for this, and also showing it ascending. And what that gives us is like the negotiation stage, the bottom of the funnel at the bottom of the chart, and the proposal stage, and then your top of the funnel pipeline type stages. So this particular set of data, the proposal stage is growing and growing as the weeks go by, and the pipeline has sort of the new pipeline has shrunk. So just to show you that we can take advantage of this feature, this requires some setup from an admin. And so this is called a reporting snapshot. There are three main ingredients: a source report, a custom object to populate each of the open opportunities you have. And then the third thing is the snapshot itself, which says, take the columns from this source report, put it into this object, field by field, what the mapping is, and then when to do it. And within a lot of organizations, if they meet on Monday to review pipeline, we'd probably run the snapshot Monday night at midnight. With this feature, like along with a few other features, you essentially need some time to pass. So if you set this up, you're not going to see anything week to week until a few weeks go by. So this is one of those things that sort of early in a project, we might actually just turn it on and let it run. Okay, so this does to create the custom object, it's either an admin or somebody with appropriate permissions, and also to define the reporting snapshot requires either that somebody be a system administrator or have appropriate permissions given to them. There is another feature. This is an older feature. I remember this all the way back in probably 2006. It's called Opportunity Trends. You can see here when you go to create a new report, this has been hiding in the list for years, this Opportunity Trends. What this does is this takes a snapshot of all of your opportunities as of the first day of each month. And there's no changing it. It just is what it is. The first day of each month, it takes a snapshot, and you can take advantage of this. If opportunities have been deleted, that history is gone. So you might remove the ability for people to delete opportunities. If they delete it by mistake and recreate it, all the history is gone. That's one reason why I shied away from this, and I prefer the last thing that I showed you, the reporting snapshot, because every week we're copying the data into another object. It feels more protected. Okay, so with this Opportunity Trends, it's available to you. There are a couple of nice powers to this, and what you're seeing is the historical value of prospecting, the historical value of qualification month over month. What's the total pipeline? What's the number of deals, et cetera.